Okay, Google. What's IoT?
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. The Internet of Things is the network of physical devices, vehicles, home appliances, and other items embedded with electronics, software, sensors, actuators, and connectivity.
Waymo.
Google Home.
HomePod.
Tesla truck.
Windows holographic.
Google Nest.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Wearables, smart homes, smart cities, industrial automation, retail markets, healthcare, schools, cars, supermarkets, warehouses. These are some of the possible applications of IoT. But what is it exactly? According to Goyen and Simkin 2017, IoT brings intelligence of the internet to physical products. It involves interconnected devices, systems, and services that rely on autonomous communication of physical objects. It basically means that everyday life objects that are connected to the internet can communicate to make people's lives easier. In this way, IoT personalizes the use of electronic devices thanks to technology. It looks wonderful, doesn't it? It is indeed. But we also have to consider some drawbacks and some consequences. First of all, privacy. It is something we all care about, and companies who use IoT systems should consider it as one of their main priorities, including mechanisms such as authentication, access control, configuration management, antivirus, and cryptography. Now let's be honest, no one has ever read the terms and conditions. We just click accept hoping nothing bad will happen. It's a sort of trade-off between privacy and the possibility of having the last brand new app which will make your life perfect, and we all prefer the last one. Anyway, we should be aware that in a world more and more technology based, our data is really important and we have to pay more attention to it. Another big issue is the loss of jobs. The World Economic Forum predicted that between 2015 and 2020, 7.1 million jobs will be lost in 15 economic areas. In contrast to the belief that low-skilled jobs will be affected most, the research showed that the jobs that are at risk of disappearance are white-collar, office, and administration related. On the other hand, we also have to consider that since the beginning of time, jobs have changed. The coachman became the taxi driver, the painter became the graphic designer, the public speaker is now called the influencer. Jobs are lost, others are created. Furthermore, IoT devices are made of electrical parts and they have an operating system. According to Sarah Lahav, cars for instance have a computer on board and it will be more and more common in the near future. The big issue is that computers can be hijacked, and in that case, not just the data is at risk, but the life of the people as well. Therefore, companies such as Tesla take it very seriously. As the name suggests, IoT is based on the internet and it cannot exist without it. A problem not to underestimate is that according to Internet Live stats, around 50% of the world population has an internet connection today. In 1995, it was less than 1%. This number is surely growing fast, but still 50% of the world population does not have access to it. It means that IoT cannot be used at its full potential. To conclude, even if it's based on intricate technologies that are advancing rapidly year by year, IoT is still at the beginning of its development. For instance, most IoT data is not used currently. For example, only 1% of the data from an oil rig with 30,000 sensors is examined. Anyway, proving the potential of IoT, McKinsey Global Institute estimates that it has a potential global impact of $3.9 trillion to $11.1 trillion per year in 2025. The world for children born today will once again be technologically unrecognizable from the world that their children will be born into, as it was for our parents and grandparents. One sure thing is that IoT will change our lives in the next years, and someone is definitely ready for it.
Oh my God, is a woman?
Yeah.
I'm glad to meet
What
you.
is this thing?
Hello, Gugu.
Hey, you're okay.
That's something from the
Google.
Alphabets.
You have to say hey, Google, or okay.
Hey, Gugu. Okay, Gugu.
What's the weather? Yeah.
What's the weather, ask?
What the weather? You want to know what is the weather?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
In Flagler Beach tomorrow, there will be showers with a high of 65 and a low of 56.
With this, It's a mystery.
Watch it there.
I'm scared. I'm scared. It's a mystery. Oh my gosh. No.